What's going on? Danny Drew here, and we are back for another day of Catan. All right, we are in the 4th position, Tuesday Turbo. This is placement match number 9, which means, so after this, we should get an official rating for the new season. We'll see. We'll see what we get. I'm excited. What's the situation on this board, the ore? So a lot of times I talk about a board being clumped. This is a pretty good example of a board that is really clumped. We have this ore pile down here. The wheat, kind of its own thing here. Obviously, the wood, the brick, and the sheep are all kind of spread out. But this is a very interesting situation. Imagine if you do something like the 5-2-10, 5-9-2. I can rock with that. You know what I mean? We can play kind of like a little fun ore wheat sheep style game. So I wonder if they're going to kind of prioritize taking all this first, and then we get the wheat pile, and we do something like, you know, by the way, not bad at all. 5-10-2, 6-3-4. Again, ore wheat sheep it. I'm pretty happy about that prospect, honestly. I think that's actually pretty good. So let's see what we get here. Ooh, okay. A little wild, a little bit crazy. I'm trying to think, is there a way we can kind of use this wood and brick? Because, I mean, 6-9-3 is good. I actually like this idea too, 6-3-4, 6-9-3. Point down and go to the brick port. It's actually pretty nice, and there's a lot of decent brick here. We just got to double check to make sure we don't get plowed to death. So we're going to have to do our calculations here, folks. Oh, it's not particularly exciting for us, though, is it? Especially knowing that this player is probably going to get a pretty decent... well, no, honestly, if we do lock the wheat, maybe it's not so easy after all. Now, do they ever take, like, the 10 ore? It's not particularly great. I think this is a little short-sighted here, because the outs aren't particularly amazing, but they're not particularly bad either. Especially if the 6-9-3 goes, we're kind of in a pickle, aren't we? Yeah, that's tough stuff. Roughy, toughy, stuffy. Maybe it's this, and then we kind of pray that... Oh, but 8-3, is 8-3 of our target? Might be. Well, the wood's kind of good here. The question is, what do we pair all this with? 8-4. If we go like this... This and this? Does anyone take this spot? But maybe they take... It's actually a very interesting idea to take the starting road and see if we can blast down this way. Kind of like a side-by-side kind of ordeal. This is the best sheep. But then I'm just curious, does 8-4 ever go? Like, he could take 8-4, play off the brick, but I think he'll end up taking the wood if I leave it. Then he needs a bunch of stuff. Man, this is tough. What do you guys think at home? Do you like this? Do you not like this? We could also do like 8-4-3 this here, and then we run to the 9-12 and point left, and we can build out this way. That's not particularly bad. The wood port's a thing, so we pick up the wood port in the 9. We take this here. All right, so let's try an idea here, guys. This is probably going to be overly risky, but man, I don't like this at all. I think, okay, he could certainly take 8-3 here, but kind of really puts me in a bad place. It is a weird setup. I don't know. I mean, I think just getting on some of the ore is good here. And I think also the ability to get to like the 8-3, like if we get both these spots, we're looking good. But I'm just looking at this board. Wow. Well, then he takes the wheat. Oh, no. Wow. And like we're kind of guaranteed something here, right? I guess he plows me, which just looks kind of silly, but not horrible, but just silly. Yeah, the way this board panned out is pretty miserable. We got the 9-4-11 here, but that's all we got if we get plowed, like 8-3 to 8-4. Nice. Wow. Predicted this board. Really predicted this board. Wild stuff, guys. Okay. Got a game. The 3 is massive. Wow. All right. Good luck. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Stay out of trouble. Maybe what we can do is we can trade potentially brick for double wheat, maybe. Oh, but the brick's kind of rare here, huh? 2 bricks cheap. Maybe two wheat's not bad. Okay, that didn't work. I think we actually have a fair game here now, especially at the 9-4-11. The brick's just good here. I don't necessarily want to give it away if I don't have to. So let's go, 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 go. I mean, if we get 3s galore here, we're happy. Oh, the 10. That's a roll, baby. And I think, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, because of the way Orange played, like, okay, maybe he can trade for a lot of wheat for ore. I'll trade. What? The solo? Wow. Unbelievable. I mean, I guess he likes my setup or something. But the solo 3? That's maniacal. Unreal. Unreal play. Okay, so whatever. We're going to go do our thing here. I think we still have a good game. I think 8-4 is not bad. We're going to have a ton of wood, though, is a problem. So maybe what we need to do is build out to the 3-1. Road builder's going to be nice for us. Are we getting robbed here again? Perfect. Okay. I think that was more of a case of there wasn't really any good blocks. Like, the 10 doesn't really do much for me right now. But the 10 brick can be really nice. All right, I need my 6s and 11s. Oh, the 3. Let's go. Okay. We getting robbed again? Not a single 6 either. Am I getting robbed again? The 11? All right, hit the 10, bro. Miserable blocks. The 10, the 11, missing them both. This could be a trade for red here, potentially. Want to grab a wood, dude. That's all I want. Just holding. Don't even have a wheat. Just holding. Okay. Guess not. Oh my god, this 3's insane. 3's insane. There we go. There we go. Don't 7 out, please. Please don't 7 me out. Because then I have to throw away 3 brick and an ore. Nice. Nice. Okay. I can do ore for wheat here. We have so much brick. It's insane. Okay, let's see if we can grab a... Pretty good trade if anyone has it, but I don't think they do. All right, back to the gym. Back to the work here. Okay, wood for brick. Wood for brick. I need a wood for brick here. Need also not 7 out. Doesn't even want to trade, huh? All right, wood for brick here. Okay. All right, we finally picked up some new-ish here. Finally, man. Painful start. All right, we panicked a little bit, but we're in it now. Man, we're not getting any 6s, are we? That sucks. Hey, there we go. Let's go. 11s, that's what we love to see. That's what we don't like to see. And I think the fact that he's on 4 points with the city, like, he should be the target here, right? Like, I shouldn't be getting robbed. Right? Okay. Especially after that. Like, okay, we're not trading, are we? Interesting. All right, come on, 6. We need 6s to come back in style. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I think in this situation, I'm just going to have to, like, get as much ore as I can. Pray that I can city, and then kind of crank that situation from there. Hell no. Oh. That's a really good deal. Sheepport too good. Sheepport too good. Man. Just feeding him away. Please block the sheepport. There we go. Holy smokes. All right, we need 3s. Now, of course, the 6s decide to roll like... Absolutely nonsense. He should be able to city here, though. Interesting. Okay, so now he's got the double sheep. Interesting here, too. I think the pop's pretty good here. Ooh, brick's expensive. Didn't he give him this trade? Wow. Okay. We can definitely settle here. Is there anything like this, maybe? Perfect. All right, man. It's all in 3s and all these numbers that we got here. Guess we're not blocking black here. What the hell is he doing? Wow, big roll, big roll. 3 would be massive here, guys. 1, 2, 3. 3 roads, but probably just road settle, honestly. Don't know what that's about, necessarily. Okay, but sure, cut my road. Like, doesn't necessarily stop me. Okay, we also pop here. Hey, Dandy Crew, it's Danny Drew here. So real quick, I wanted to give some commentary kind of in the middle of this game because I got really quiet here. I was just kind of focused, trying to like hone in how to keep this game alive because it felt like I was starting to get some production. But I've got a monster hand here, right? So my first thing is I want to see if I can get some devs flowing. I do have the pacing. So immediately I get an awesome trade, 2 cards for an ore, pop a mono, huge, and then we pull a knight. So that is a perfect draw for me. I get the knight so I can continue pacing army, but then I also get the mono so that I can make maybe a bigger play, maybe down the road, on road, or maybe a play for devs or multiple cities. So the mono is perfect here. There's a lot of ways that I can use it for sure. But yeah, it sucks. Like I feel like for most part, going into the middle game, black has been really crushing this game. But it does look like we're about to get pacing. We're going to play our second knight here. And if we can get a good steal and a decent trade, we can probably pop another dev. But it does look like black's settling straight up for 9 points, which is absolutely terrifying. Perfect. So him having the wheat port, I think the 5's a good block. Obviously, I want to keep the 6 open for myself. But yeah, I think blocking the 5, that's his free card. That's kind of like a free ore for him. So I don't want him to have that role. At this point now, perfect. We get a 10. We get a 10. That's what we want to see. That's the pop. Hopefully we can get that knight. It kind of feels like if black keeps getting cards, he's probably going to end up settling on this turn, especially 8 cards in hand, wheat port. Ugh, yeah, I think he's got something to work with here. Now, the one nice thing is he doesn't have an easy settle. Every settle is 2 roads for him. So like he can run to the 10, he can run around the 6. So luckily, I think we've got a little bit of time. And he ends up porting. Okay. All right. So fun hand here. See if we can get a trade for brick. This would give us the pop and the ability to drop some roads. Also, we do have the brick port as well. So that's actually a nice little feature of our position. What I say in the chat is I say we need to give you the road settle. So what I'm going to try to do is, to the best of my ability, feed as much wood as I can so that green can take away that ore port settle at the top of the map. I definitely don't want to give the road settle to black. I mean, he just wins. So, okay, unfortunately, don't pull the knight. That's always a bummer, but we do have a great opportunity. As long as we stop black from settling, we can kind of keep this game going. And it kind of feels like with the Yop and the mono, we can definitely pull enough knights to probably get army. The bigger question is like, what do we do after that? And I don't really have a good answer here. There is the road possibility, but we need a ton of cards, right? So I think the only way that we could probably get a mono to work for road here is we need to collect a bunch of wood, which we have. And we probably need some massive brick mono, essentially. Maybe a combination of 6s, but at that point, then black's just winning. Okay, 12 cards from red, going for the city. So at this point, one thing we could have considered there, and I kind of mentioned this in the chat, I was like, red, you can plow him, right? Like you can drop 2 roads backwards and stop black from settling. So now, see, he just passed. And that's all like in the chat, I'm like, what? WTF? You know, you didn't even try, you know? You didn't even try, and now he's got 10 cards in his hand. I don't see why he wouldn't at least make an attempt there. You know, we've got a ton of cards between us. Now, 9 points and an open settle. Massive roll. And I think here I'm showing 1 stack where I can pull enough brick, and it shows that it's kind of crazy. If you calculate this, so looking at how much brick I was going to get from the mono, what I can do is I can wrap around the bottom here. This is the advantage when you build your setup with like proximity, where you can make these really cool road plays. So perfect timing on the mono, and also the 3 was, I mean, it was just absolutely beautiful for us. And now if we can pull a knight, boom, 9 points with a Yop. And the funny thing is black can't take road back. He's pretty much capped at 10 roads. And frankly, red can't take road, green can't take road. I mean, theoretically green could, but I just don't see it happening. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, now it's a case of, is there anyone that could do anything against us? Probably not. I guess we'll see. We're going to play the knight for 9 points, and we've got winning situations here. If we steal a card and get a roll, perfect. If we can roll the 4, just missed it. All right, come on. Boom. So now it's almost guaranteed. Crazy roll. Wild stuff, right? Like sometimes Catan it just be like that sometimes, you know? What are you gonna do? And he finally gets the plow on. Okay. Guys, I'm going to send you back into the game. Thank you so much. Enjoy.
Unbelievable. Why was he going on this? Like, it made no sense, man. Just too slow. It's too slow, man.
Wild stuff. Just giving me the double play. Makes no sense, you know? Crazy turn of events. Oh my god. Wacky stuff, man. Oh my goodness. I'm done. I'm done with Catan. No more Catan for the day. I tried. I actually really tried to give Green the road settle, and he just like completely passed. I'm like, what? Nice knights, by the way. All the knights. Weird game, huh? Side by side paid off, and that was very strange for Black to, I don't know, try to go for this artificial cut, but it didn't really matter, right? Because we could just build around the bottom. Strange play, man. But overall, good game. We did get rated. I think we're batting at. Oh, hopefully that didn't change the game. All right, 50%. So we won half our games, which is pretty solid, honestly. We just jumped straight into gold, 1481. Ranked 80 in the world already. Look at that. We're on our way to the top. But okay. Yeah, just going back to the game. Very interesting. And wild position too. I feel like Red kind of misplayed this a bit, right? Like I like the sentiment of the 9-5-10. And I guess if he did his calculations, maybe he thought that the 5-4 level was going to be open. But the thing is, if that's ever open, then I think Green takes it. So I don't know. This pointing inwards in first position almost never works out from my experience unless you communicate with the board and you know certain players' tendencies to do unusual things. But what are you going to do, man? Sometimes that's the way it goes. Yeah, the 10 actually came in pretty clutch for us as well. 10 was great. Just overall, good position. We got some good trades. And that timely, the 3 was perfect. It's exactly what we needed to actually round up the game. So locked road, pulled the knight that we needed, and then we had the yacht for the win as well. Almost impossible to stop us from winning. So interesting game. All right, folks, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed that. Enjoy the rest of your day. We appreciate you being here, being a great sport, bringing your best self. You stay awesome, and Danny will see you soon. All right, get out of here.